Salam jumpa pemirsa televisi edukasi dan suara edukasi dimanapun Anda berada. Senang sekali saya Nyoman Widianggreni dapat hadir kembali menjumpai Anda dalam Gelar Wicara. Tantangan teknologi informasi dan komunikasi atau TIK dalam pendidikan saat ini adalah pemanfaatan berbagai potensi yang mampu mempersempit kesenjangan digital, pembentukan karakter, transformasi pendidikan digital, dan pendidikan kejuruan. Oleh karena itu, pendidikan 4.0 mutlak diperlukan demi tercapainya pendidikan yang merata tanpa kehilangan karakter bangsa. Saat ini kita sudah bersama dengan Lim Cherping, Professor of Learning Technologies and Innovation di Education University of Hong Kong. Welcome. Dan kita akan membahas mengenai Teacher Professional Development at Scale Empowered and Effective Teachers. That's your papers.
That's right.
So can you please explain about Education 4.0? What is it?
Okay, when we are looking at Education 4.0, it's always aligned to Industry 4.0, right? It's about the emerging technologies being embedded in the everyday lives, the way we work, the way we play, the way we live, right? And the Education 4.0 is about being able to meet up with those challenges, the types of jobs that are available in Industry 4.0, to be ensuring that the graduates that we have are able to meet up to the demands of Industry 4.0. But what is really crucial about Education 4.0 is not just about the quality. Of course, the quality is really important, right? But it's also about the equity, that we need to ensure that we are able to address the unequal or the unequal distribution of income, right? That we are able to address issues of poverty as well. So we must be able to provide access to quality education for all, not just access to education, or not just quality education, but access to quality education.
So in order to deal with this, what do you think the government should do to help the people and the student, teachers, everyone?
Yeah, I think if you look at it from the Indonesian perspective, the Indonesian government have always dedicated about 20% of the GDP to education. That is a really good start. I think if we go back to my paper, my keynote presentation, the focus would be on the teachers. Like, how do we build the capacity of the teachers to ensure that they are able to develop the competencies of the students required for Industry 4.0, right? So that would be the key challenge that not just like Indonesia have, but a lot of countries in the region have as well, right? Like, how do we build a capacity of the teachers to be able to develop relevant the graduates in order to be able to meet up to the demands of Industry 4.0.
And you're talking about how to build the capacity of the teachers. So how to build that?
The capacity of teachers, of course, is not just at the undergraduate stage, because teachers would, of course, need to be trained, right? Pre-service. Pre-service means before they become teacher, they need to be trained with respect to the subject knowledge base, with respect to the pedagogies, and also with respect to digital technologies, right? Teachers need to be trained before, but it's not just the before part that is important. The before part, of course, is important, right? But the after part, after the initial training, when they become teachers, I think that is where the biggest challenge is, whereby you must build the capacity of teachers continuously throughout their career as a teacher. So, like, how do we do that? One good example of teacher professional development is actually the ISODEL, right? Whereby teachers come together to learn, to share, to talk to each other, to enjoy themselves. That's really important. But besides the ISODEL, which is only a one-off example, right? It needs to be continuous. It needs to be long-term. And they eventually need to learn from these experiences and be able to implement it in their own classroom as well. So that is a challenge. Like, can we ensure that whatever teachers learn is being able to be implemented in the classroom?
Okay. We're going to have a small break. Pemirsa, jangan kemana-mana, kami akan segera kembali setelah jeda berikut ini.